Hello everyone and welcome back to DP211 with Emma. If you're new here, I would love for you to hang out with me just a little bit longer. Hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and every time I upload a video to the tube or views, you'll be notified on your phone, your iPad, your tablet, your watch, perhaps your computer, maybe your TV if you know how to do that. And returning, welcome back. It's so good to see you. I miss you when you're not here. So today, no face shot as my eye has a flare up and I can't do anything else about it and it's disgusting. But I was asked last night if I could do a virtual gallery of my completed diamond paintings. So I'm going to start with this one. This is one of my favourites. This one I completed, it was actually just before my mum passed away, so that would have been October of 2020. It's an Evershine 40 by 50 in square and it's gorgeous. I love a colour pop. So we have this one. I'm just going to swing you over here. We get this one. This one's a diamond dots. I'm not too sure of the size. You can see it's a partial and it's a round with some, it's got some ABs in the lips and got some special drills in the earring. So you can see just where all the colour is, except for the eye, the eyebrow, the nose. That's where it's been painted. This one was the second one I ever completed, and I just wanted more and more and more after this one. So I'm going to pause you a second so I can take you elsewhere. Okay, so we've got these two, and I have to apologise for the glare. You can see my reflection. This one, yeah, I'm trying to do it without glare. I've got my curtains open. This one is a partial, so you see it's just the rose in the crystal bell or dome that's been completed. It was around, do not remember the size, but basically it's the Beauty and the Beast rose and I adore it and I think it looks really nice in my room. This one we've all seen recently is the tree I done for the Advent for 2021. So we know when this was done. I can't remember when the rest of everything else was done, but we know when this was done. Silly glare. So yeah, done that one. That one's my 30 by 40. And I'm pretty sure you've all seen this one. Excuse the crap, my Heaven and Earth design that I done. This was taken from a cross-stitch chart and completed using spare drills and drills that I bought onto a blank canvas. So it's full drill in square. Still not got her hanging up. This is what I've got her on, a pair of trouser hangers. You find that I hang most of my diamond paintings up like that when I am using them or when they're drying, but yep, she's there. Hi Celeste, excuse the mess. So I'm going to take you elsewhere. My time-lapse line, as you can see, still a process. This one here, excuse the gym equipment, is the one that Nick's doing and he hasn't touched for about a year and a bit. So it's going to be, that's the thing. I'm just going to pause you a second and take you elsewhere. Okay. This one is one that I didn't do. This one's a partial, it's a diamond dots. This is one that Nick completed for me. Get my mush out the face. He bought it when he was buying a one for me and he bought this one for himself to do and he completed that for me. And what can I say? The man knows me. It's full of butterflies. Like you've got the butterfly here that has been diamond painted. All the blue butterflies in the background were just printed and it is just adorable. And I would just scoot you over here and I've just kicked my cat, sorry Brie. My winter theme, Lilies. This goes up every winter. This is the frame, it gets changed out by season. So right now it's still the winter, so this one stays in. I will show you later on the video. I've got my cherry blossoms to go in for the spring, some peonies or roses, never sure what ones they are, for the summer. And I've got my little birds with pumpkins for autumn. Let's scoot you over here. We've got a couple that was done from B&M and pretty much like a good matching set. This painting here was done by my cousin in college and I bought it from her because I did actually like it and it's still up. So we've got a little tiger cub and my wolf cub, and they are both partials as you can see. And if I can get this just right, hang on, use my other hand. I think the battery's dead in this one. Let's try that way. Oh, there we go. It does light up. The light does not last. And I can show you the same with the Willows. There we are. They do light up and flash, but it doesn't last very long. And I do have another one yet to be done of an owl. So that'll get done at some point this year. Okay, pause you a second, and I'm going to show you the ones that I've done for Little Miss Hurricane. Okay, so we have this one, which as you can see is a silhouette. And if you're not too sure who it's supposed to be, it's clearly Anna and Elsa from Frozen. And she really likes this one. And when she did see it, she said yes to it. Now, Little Miss Hurricane is autistic, so her vocab is not fantastic. So she can only really say yes or no when it comes to deciding on things. But she doesn't really say if she likes it or not. She'll just say yes or no. So we've got that one. I think that one was a 30 by 40, but it's not a true 30 by 40 because as you can see, I have got a background on the backboard with this is the Galaxy duct tape that I've used on this one. That's just a cross stitch I done years ago and reframed it for Little Miss Hurricane. We've got two over here. I'm going to take up this way so you don't see her stuff. We have this one from the original Frozen movie. This is a 40 by 50. But it's not a true to size 40 by 50. So I've got the glitter tape around it and it's on a stretch canvas. This is getting redone. The framing of the mountain of this is getting redone because I'm not happy with it. Okay, another cross stitch. This is Kaylee's birth sampler that I made her and completed it with her name, date and weight when she was born. And I'm actually fighting through some toys here. Scoochie over here, we've got one of her favourites. We have the Circle of Friends. All the Disney princesses. Apart from obviously the newer modern ones. Let's see who's not in there. So Moana is not in there. We're starting from the top central. We have Merida. We have, I want to say Mulan. Cinderella, Pocahontas. That is what's her name? Aurora from Sleeping Beauty. We've got Jasmine, Ariel. We've got Rapunzel, Rapunzel. We've got Belle. We've got Tiana, Anna, Snow White, and Elsa. Yeah, so we don't have Moana. And anything else that's came out after, I'll probably say, what's the most recent one? Frozen or Brave. So anything, or even Princess and the Frog. Anything else came out after them is not in here. So this is as far as it's going with the princesses. So that's one of her favourites. She absolutely adores it. She's actually put some of her Disney princess dolls in that position and photographed them. And I can't really find, I don't know if she's still got the photographs because it's on her phone, but yeah, so that's that. I'm going to take you now into the bathroom. Oh wait, there's still some in the hole. Hang on. Okay, so we have this one here that I bought from the works. There's no size on it because I can't remember. It's a partial. You can hear the difference. There's the round drills. There's the printed background. I've done this one basically because I was bored. I was in town. I normally take a wee look into the works to see what's there, what's new. And I seen this, so I bought it. And we have a paint by numbers that I got from B&M and another partial that I got from B&M. I'm actually going to take you into my son's room, so I'm going to pause this. He's going to kill me because he's not in. Okay, right here we have a kitsune, if you can make that out. A kitsune is a Japanese legend. I think it basically means firefox or foxfire. But a fox is something my son, it's his favourite animal of all time and he absolutely adores them. So I made him that when he was staying at my mum's back in 2020. So it was a nice wee surprise It's supposed to be a 30 by 40, not true to size because I do have the glitter tape border. So it's actually a little less than that, but yep. So I'm now going to take you into the bathroom. And we have this little guy. Ain't he so cute? He's a full drill rhinestone special shape. Well, we'll say full drill. His eyes aren't done. But it looks like he's in bubbles. I actually think it might be snow, but because he looks like he's in bubbles because of the larger size rhinestones, I thought he'd be really cute in here. And I have another B&M one. I did have two. I done what was it? An owl, but that was really just for something to do, so I donated that to a charity shop. But I don't think I took a photo. So there's that one. Oh, and that's a paint by numbers I bought from the works. Let's see. I'm going to take it into the living room now. Bear with me. And here we have the Sanderson sisters. This was my very first and my only ever moment because, you know, I was on a ban and now I'm skint, so I haven't bought any other ever moment since. This was a 40 by 50. The frame is rather large and there is a reason for that. At the Christmas season, I have a Santa that goes in here, but the frame is slightly bigger than Santa, and so we were going to use it for the bears that Nick is in the process of doing. However, as we know, they're still not done, so the Sanderson sisters is in place because throughout last year, Santa was up for about 3/4 of the year. Yeah. So we got my Hocus Pocus Sanderson sisters, and that was a wonderful one to do. And it is a 40 by 50 full drill in square. Now, Ever Moment only do square, so that's something to bear in mind if you're ever shopping with them. And we have the Autumn Willow. He stays up there. This one I done for Nick. He looks so real. I'm getting a lot of glare here. That's a full square drill 30 by 40, and it is a true to size 30 by 40 because it does fit the frame. It's a 12 by 16. The frame is, so that is 30 by 40. So you know when I show you ones that are true to size, that is no glitter or washi tape border. Like that. And we have this mini elephant, which was a 3 for 20 pack. What I'm talking about? It was a 3-pack from B&M. I think it was about $12.99 or something. I can't remember. So we have this guy. These just are normal plain drills, partial and around. I'm going to put the big light back on. I need to show you another one. Hang on. Over here, we have another diamond dots. I have done a few diamond dots. He's looking a bit squint in this frame actually. We should have fixed him as well. My cardinal, he has a partial with some very pretty ABs, and I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but there's lots of ABs in the snow. It's in round drills. So this was diamond dots. This one only comes up in the winter. It's swapped with another picture, which lies landscape. It's of a, I want to call it a suican. It's a Pokemon, but it looks more realistic and not cartoony, if you know what I mean. And we have lots of glare. Hang on. We have an early winter scene. Hang on. Try and get this properly. This one is swapped out by a dragon throughout the other seasons. But this one's only up because it's winter. And that is it was one of the first squares I did. The first square, is it a square? No, that's a round. I can't remember now. But the first square I done was the Santa, and you will see that very, very shortly. Okay, so right here we have my A1 portfolio. I bought this on purpose just for my completed diamond art, for the ones that aren't to be displayed or are in rotation of being displayed. So we have this partial peacock, which I was going to give to my mum. Never did get around to try and find a frame for it. I'm not too sure the size because literally everything's in Chinese. Hang on, it is a, you see that? a 43 by 32. So it was going to be quite awkward to get the size without cutting off the edges. Unfortunately, my mother never did get to receive it. And we turn the page, we go this way. Excuse that wire, that's my microphone wire. This is the suican that I was talking about. This is the one, it goes in the frame throughout the rest of the year when the cardinal is not in there at winter. So this is one of my favourite ones to do. The colours in this attracted me immensely. I like the blues and the purples. There's a few pinks in there. So this is like the more realistic version of the Pokemon. This one, I cannot remember the size. I literally cannot remember the size of this one. I have to look that one up. If I can find the details, I will pop it here. This one is part of a trio. This is from Diamond Dots. I can't remember the name of them, but it might be on the bottom part of one of the other one. So this is it's a 3-panel. This one's the left panel. It literally is just the rose and the beauty spot that has been diamond painted. Everything else is printed. These were my favourites to do as well. Like I said, I do love a colour pop. Turn the page, we have the central panel. So it was all one larger canvas. I did split them because my intention is to get frames for each individual one to put on my living room wall. Again, in here it's just the roses up here, and her beauty spot is being diamond painted. This one always reminds me of Lana Parrilla. If you don't know who Lana Parrilla is, she plays the evil queen / Regina and Once Upon a Time, and for some reason this picture reminds me of her, and I think she just has that similarity in my opinion. And over here we have the right hand panel. So we have the divider here for it. We've got the roses here, and her beauty spot all been done, and the panels are actually called Rose Romance, and altogether they are 142 by 47, but I did split them up to make it easier for me to put the drills down, and I am going to have to try and find frames to fit them. So I'm looking at frames that are 47 high, but I have to remeasure the edges here, so I cannot remember how wide it is. Over here we have a 40 by 50 moon scene. Actually it goes this way because it's a reflection in the water. I'm trying to keep this microphone wire out of the way. So we have the water here. In fact, it starts here, coming down. You can see that's a bit more blurred. So we have the moon reflection in the water. This doesn't actually have a name. It's a 30 by 45. And it is another colour pop, but it's just all the beautiful purples and the lighter pinks that are popping out. Absolutely stunning. Here we have an Aurora Borealis. Now, this one, I think I may have framed it at some point. I must have done because I've got the Galaxy duct tape at the side of it. I can't remember where this one went. Oh well, can't have been that important. I must have swapped it out for something else that I liked. Can't remember now. But this one, I think, is, I want to say 30 by 40, but I might be wrong. This we have a partial of a Diamond Dots, and this is the Crystal Skull. This one I absolutely adored to do. What is beautiful, massive Austrian crystal in the middle with the Austrian crystals along the edge. We have some ABs that are, I think, kind of sprinkled about in here. There's a few down here. There's some along up here. This one was 42 by 60, and like I said, it's a partial. I want to display it, but I don't want to scare Kaylee. My mother would have loved this. She loved skulls. And here is the Santa we've been talking about. My very first square drill project. He comes out every Christmas time. He's been put away now for the season because Christmas is over and all the decorations are down. What's today's date? This is I want to say the 17th. This is the 17th of January. So he is now in hibernation until it's time to get the Christmas decorations back up. So you can just make out we've got a little owl in his shoulder bag, his little crossbody bag. Down here, it's not an owl, sorry, it's a rabbit. Haha, yes, your owl. Down here we have a rabbit down here. Got his lovely coat. He does look slightly pixelated, but see from a distance, he looks grand. And the last one in this folder is one that I ordered for Nick to do. This was Nick's first one, if I remember rightly. Yep. This is what size was this? I cannot remember the size. There's no size on this, but we don't have to see who it is. We can see who it is. And this was the very first one Nick done. And I think that was the one that got him to really like diamond painting. Yeah? Do you agree, Nick? Nick's in here, by the way. Yes, he would agree. And I think that's it for now. Oh, no, wait. Got a couple of gaps. Here is one of my favourites. The Exploding Tardis, as featured in the episode of Doctor Who with Matt Smith and Jill, what's her name? Karen Gillan. And it is taken from the Van Gogh painting, Starry Night, which has the TARDIS in the middle, which was featured in that episode. And it's one of the reasons why I love this painting so much is, number one, I am a Van Gogh fan. Huge Van Gogh fan. Absolutely love the man's work, and the details around his life and death are so tragic. And I just think the man for his time was totally underestimated. The guy was a genius in my eyes. And number two, I am a Whovian. I am a complete Doctor Who fan. I could tell you anything about the show. Ask me how. Here is one Nick done. It says, I think that was your first full square drill one, the tiger. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Okay. This one came in our first Easy Whim subscription box. I see, you remember now. And because all my paintings when I was doing the subscription box were in square, Nick got to choose and he picked this one. This one, don't know if you all remember, was for Advent 2020. This is the one that was completed for the Advent for 2020. I will pop a card up here so you can see a playlist of that if you so wish to desire to do so. And here we have, some of you may have seen this. If you look in my channel details, you'll see that is my banner image. And I adore this. This is a 30 by 40. It is true to size because where I got it from, all their images are true to size. This is from Easy Whim. It was in this one of the subscription boxes. And it's just adorable. I love it. Very abstract, very me. This was one I completed last year. You can't really see it properly. There we are. Get this wire out of the way. There we go. There. A water dragon. Kind of reminiscent of Nessie, but not quite Nessie. But it's just, oh, I love doing this one. So much colour blocking, it made it really quick. I'm just having a peek if I got any more in this folder. Nope. Okay, so that's my A1 folder. Move that out of the way. I will get the A3. Christ, this thing weighs a ton. Right, this folder is a bit worse for wear. I bought this for my mood boards for college when I was doing makeup. So it's now being used for my diamond paintings. Now, if you had seen the first Teacher Tuesday that I uploaded on Selection Canvas size, you'd have seen that in here. This one was bought in error. Well, the size was bought in error because I love the design, but I wanted it bigger so it's more clearer. So I wasn't too happy with this one, but I've kept it anyway. This was a custom that Nick ordered for me, but Nick being new to it as well, wasn't sure with the sizes because the wording doesn't come out properly here. But I done it and I enjoyed it. This one needs to be fixed. Hang on. This one came from a pack of 6 that I got from Amazon. I think I done this one. I know Nick done a couple. So we've got this one and that one. Nick, I can't remember what one you've done. These little moons. Got these two. These are all from the pack of 6 as well. Do they recognise any of them? That one? That one? Right, Nick done that one. I think I done this one. There was these two. Did you do any of them, Nick? No. Okay, so I've done them. And this just came out. Hang on. And I think Nick done that one because I don't remember doing this one. Yeah. So those 6 were all from a pack of 6 we got from Amazon. 25 by 25. They're quite fun and small little snack sizey ones to do. This one, now you've seen the winter lilies in the earlier on in the video. This is my summer picture. It goes in that frame. Not true to size because I do have the glitter tape around it to fit the frame. I also showcased this one in the first Teacher Tuesday on selecting your canvas size. This one is Nick's custom that he'd done for himself. If you know the game The Last of Us, you will know this, the logo for Fireflies. Now, who are the Fireflies again, Nick?
The Fireflies are a rogue group opposing the oppression in the New World.
For those of you who didn't hear that, because I'm on my wireless mic, they are a rogue group of freedom fighters in the New World, did you say? The post-apocalyptic New World, and that's their logo. This one is my spring one that I put out in the hall where the lilies are just now. This is a true 30 by 40. You can see I have not got any trimming, any tape around the edges. This one's a cute little partial owl. I cannot remember where I got this from, but I got it at the same time I got the little penguin. Don't ask me where I completed any of these because I have no idea. I used to keep a note of them, but I've kind of stopped doing that. Okay, we have a 30 by 40 dragon. This is my favourite dragon so far. So far. Look at the colours in this guy. This one goes in where you've seen the owl winter scene on my living room wall. That's where he normally goes. I think I'd also shown him in the first Teacher Tuesday. Okay, this one was also bought in error because the size was too small for what I wanted, but the feathers turned out okay, so I cannot moan. It's all right. And we have my autumn picture, which is not true to size because I've got the tape around it. This goes in the frame in our hall as well in the autumn time. So we've got the birds and the pumpkins, we've got the autumn leaves. I would not say it's Halloween because there's nothing creepy about it, it's just autumn. And I think that's it for in this folder so far. If I move that to the side, I will show you a couple of small diamond dots that I've done. These are 4 inches by 4, so about 10 by 10, 4 inches by 4 inches. I made these for my mum. She had them up on her wall. And when we were clearing out a flat, I brought them back home. These are diamond dot partials, and that's just too cute. And that one's with our Irish heritage. And a couple more. This is the very first one, if I can get the frame down. This is the very first one I ever done. This is the one that got me started. It's from B&M. I haven't seen it in there for a while. It was a partial with full rhinestones on it. There's no normal or ABs. Literally all rhinestones with a couple of specials in the middle of the eyes. And another B&M one of a tiger. I believe Nick bought this one for me. Yep. Again, another partial and a peacock. And that's the end of all the diamond paintings I have completed. There will be a couple of pictures up of ones that I don't have that were gifted. One for my daughter, one for my best friend. So I'll pop those pictures here side by side. And that's the end of that. I'd like to thank everybody for joining me. It's been a blast showcasing my little virtual art gallery. I want to thank you to Alan. I want to thank you to Alan Thompson for asking me if I could show all of these out, if I have a little virtual gallery. And I did tell him in the live that it's something I've been thinking about, but I couldn't remember all the ones for 2021, so I'm just showing you all the ones that I've ever done. And with that, I'm going to say cheery bye. So, tatty byes.